In this recording, mine is, I would be cheating if I said I'm not very much annoyed. And my appeal is to the government, specifically to Dennis Itumbi and the President and the Inspector General and all security personnel under him. Personally, I do not know about Jerry's case. I've not followed it. I've not come across it. I know very little, but the little that I know is too much. Sometimes I ask myself, where are we, and where are we headed to? Sometimes I even feel I should tell the president that there's no one thing I'm not happy about this government. One thing that I'm not happy about this president is, and I think I've said it before, there is no need of having two solutions to one thing. A bad decision is better than no decision. Let us not have the public image the government is giving. You see, the government gives us the impression it is heads, but the reality is that the government is tails. This lady, from the little that I know, is that she's against the finance bill. And one way of expressing that, which to me is very genuine. By the way, just like I've not gone into her particulars, and I've also not gone through the finance bill. I'm not aware. Both the cases. But I think I'm a Democrat, and Democrats say democracy is, I may not agree with what you are saying, but I'm ready to die for you to have a right to express your views. I've even expressed before that some of the iron fist we are using, like the case of Butere girls, I call it a torch effect, or yeah, torch effect. If you place the torch on the ground and you stand between the wall and the torch, you see the shadow that comes back at the back is very big, is that somebody would even think that you are a giant. But it is a baby, pre-unit baby, passing between the torch and the wall. The shadow will come out to show that the baby is 20 feet tall. I'm not happy with the way the government is handling issues. First, generally, we are having a government and a president who, in front of a microphone, would talk of heads. But what really happens on the ground is tails. Why don't you come out in your true colors? Right now, let us talk about Jerry. Why don't you just come out and say that blogging is an offense? Because I've discussed with various people. Remember, I'm an NIS, I'm emeritus, and I've talked on various levels, especially with the law enforcement officers. There is something that is happening now that was not there even during Uhuru's time. Okay, we have some intelligence officers like me who are talkatives. But in intelligence, one thing that we really value is the unspoken word. The unspoken word. I can talk to you over 20 minutes and whatever, touch here, talk this and that. But there is a certain body language that you'll peck, which is a millisecond, and I'll have noticed it, and I'll just keep it to myself, and I'll know this is what is happening. It is not a secret. Okay, it may be a secret to the press, it may be a secret to the public and whatever. But after talking to security personnel on various levels, um, the highest is okay. I've not talked to any police officer of the rank of assistant inspector general. No, any person of that level and above, I've not. But I've talked to people of the level of county police commanders, several of them. That is commissioner of police. I've talked to several of them. I've done whatever, and I can say without any doubt or fear is that the mentality that a police officer or a security personnel or even a member of NGAO, national uh, national government administration officers, they have this hatred of bloggers naturally. They don't say it, and I've just said that when you talk to them, we in the intelligence, we value the unspoken. We value the unspoken what? We value the unspoken word more than the spoken. Because if I have to talk to you, you see, like now, I planned what to tell you. And if you cross-examine me, it is me who will choose the. But we have the unspoken word, and that is why, that is what this machine is, that is called a lie detector does. Lie detector does is that there is a body mechanism within you that whenever you cheat or tell the truth, there is a way that your body reacts. There is a way your body reacts, and that is when lie detector detects that you are lying or telling the truth. Now, it cannot be a pure coincidence that it cannot be a pure coincidence that all police officers of the rank of commissioner downwards, maybe even senior to them, have that, because I've not talked to an assistant inspector general, no, and I've not talked to a senior or somebody higher than that. But if you talk to them, the impression you get is that they have a complete hatred of what do you call blogging, and we there are occasions we are having a social, eh? We are having a drink at his expense, and you find him just saying, "But hey, why are you blogging? Why don't you look for any other profession and whatever and stop this blogging?" Okay, I tell them, okay, blogging is not very many people of my age do blog. Uh, that one, maybe you could say that, because you could say blogging is for the people who are in their 30s and you are double that age. Why do you blog? Okay, you could talk that on the aspect of age, but not even that. What the impression that I've gotten is that if the security personnel had the powers, they would ban blogging. And I tend to believe, that the government is coming up with this such a system that they make blogging such an expensive undertaking that that the bloggers just withdraw slowly and whatever, without the benefit of claiming that under you know provincial, no, it used to be called provincial administration. Nowadays it's called ngao. Ngao have got powers to declare certain things under public security order, isn't it? uh, if you strongly believe that, why don't you talk to the national government administration officers to declare blogging blogging against the security of the country? You can even go ahead. I know of countries which have powers to. I know countries have got powers to switch off. Like, I think, is it Tanzania? Tanzania, when some people started spreading these wife, no, what do you call, social media things to, they were sharing it among Tanzanians. Tanzania just declared that if you get a Kenyan social post and you spread it, you'll have committed a crime and you'll be arrested if you're within Tanzanian soil. Why can't we do that in Kenya? Why should we be pretending? And if I have, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not wrong, very many people, especially half my age, they they do nothing. Theirs is just content creation, and I'm very happy with the young people. They have moved out of this portraying the president in a coffin. Now they're even showing this AI which produces our leaders in a younger age and whatever. Why don't we encourage those things? Uh, I have worked in the system. I have worked up to the highest level, not in the national but provincial. Um, I dare say that Moi came out openly. Yeah, he used to say takanyaga kanyaga kama panya. If you don't like something, just go call a press conference, say that I don't like this. This issue of on one side you talk as if things are okay, but when somebody just crosses the social media thing. I'm also not happy about these things about who told you that somebody's you know. Let me give these two examples, Jerry and those uh, the BBC kids. Who told you that for me to upload anything I have to use my equipment? Okay, let us start with these boys, the BBC boys who gave that uh, for someone to run a business without paying for the licenses and whatever, that is that is the county government's job. It is not a national nini. If you are supposed to have a single license business whatever. And if these boys, if it is true that these boys assisted BBC, who told you that they assisted them using their I know that I know that, you know, the quality of the police officers at this time is not the quality of police officers during my time. I was in the same class as a recruit with the fellow recruits. We were two Form 6s. One is the late Kwatemba, David Wycliffe Kwatemba, and me. We were Form 6s. But in the same class, we had classmates who were illiterate and who, when it came to signing for anything, they used their fingerprints. So the quality of police officers today is not the quality of police officers 40 years ago. But they are supposed to, the current police officers are supposed to know. The current police officers are supposed to know within their own whatever that there is nowhere it is written, okay, the face and the sound and the ideas are mine. But who told you that I must use my equipments to upload things? Hmm? My You can see this thing. This is something that I'm using in somebody's studio. And I don't use one person because there are times when you are broke. So you use three or four boys. You go to one boy. We found okay. Me, I found that the quality of using my iPhone was not matching such things. So I have to go to, and then you find that once something just very painful. Now in Jerry, she started an online what do you call, an online campaign for people to reject the current what do you call, the current finance bill. Well, I don't know about what Jerry did, or I have no idea about. But who told you that in Jerry who is so stupid as to use her own equipments and whatever. Of course, the police today are not like the illiterate classmates I had in the 70s and 80s. What is happening here is economic sabotage. The security personnel are going to an extent of making uh, it so hard for bloggers to blog. That is the only secret. That is the only thing that can be. Because these people, I know of constables who are graduates, and they know that you don't have to go to social media using your phone or using your whatever. No. Hmm? No. And then I know I also subscribe to the belief that RUTO is only advised by William and nobody else. But Mr. President, the number of advisors that you have are more than all the 4 presidents combined. Use those advisors. Use those advisors. Itumbi is the one Itumbi is supposed to be the final decision maker in such things. He has what provoked me is I think I saw on WhatsApp somebody, yeah, it was Didmas Baraza. Didmas Baraza had placed on his Facebook account, remembering when Dennis Itumbi was almost crippled because of. Then why is he just that way? I would expect Dennis Itumbi to be the final person in matters to do with social media. Hmm? That is my feelings that we should let this. And then they say a good idea gives better idea to the better a better idea replaces a good idea, isn't it? If she comes up with a page like that and she starts mobilizing, why don't you mobilize other people with a with a counter idea? Lastly, as about to switch off, I want to turn to the president. I know William is the only person who advises Ruto, but was it necessary for you to comment that during the prayer? I know you when the camera and microphones are before you, you you are very you even talk of things that when they are even shown to you later, you believe that it is AI generated. But let me tell you, Mr. President, it was a wrong talk you did at the wrong time, at the time when we are going to have another budget, at the time when we are approaching the next, the anniversary for the day the kids died. It was very much unfortunate, and your speech writer should have kept that off the speech and told you to keep within the speech. You see, that is now what is going to happen, and it is only you who started it. The best thing is we wish our country well, and we hope that, especially nowadays that there are no jobs, this content creation is another avenue of creating jobs. And it is unfortunate that it appears that the government is looking for a way. Why don't you just come out in your true colors? If sincerely you believe this thing is espionage, just declare it so and ban it. After all, what happened to Tanzania? See, they just said anybody taking these things from Kenya and sharing will be arrested. And Tanzanians stopped. Moi was bad, but he was very open with his feelings.